Welcome back, everybody. We are in the final season, season number 10 of the Newcastle rebuild with the Wheel of Fate, and as you can see, there is only one option left. It is pretty pointless spinning it, but I will spin it anyway, just for fun, to get that little bit of confetti going or whatever. But as we can see, the last option that I've got for the final season, which, this could be interesting, is to play my main centre-back as my main striker up front. And that's got to be keyed in for the season. That's going to be interesting. Can my centre-backs, who unfortunately I've lost a brilliant centre-back a few seasons ago who would have been good, probably my other main centre-backs, I don't know, this is going to be a difficult one. It could be crucial, it could work, who knows. Gonna load up the game, get things done and dusted, and I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds to find out what happened. Well, there we have it, guys. We are into season number 10. The wheel has been spun, not that there was anything to give away, and we have to play our centre-back, our star centre-back, as our main striker. How's that going to work out to win our final trophy, at least one trophy, a European trophy, the Champions League of all things, in the final season? We've completed all the other challenges. We've won the Premier League 3 times. We've done actually 6 domestic trophies instead of 5 that was asked for. Does that make up for not winning a European trophy? Hell no, it doesn't. I want a European trophy. But the wheel is going to make it even more difficult for the fact that I'm going to have to put my centre-back as my striker. And that was quite a tough decision to make, actually. But before we go there, I'm going to go over the transfers. There has been some movers and shakers. So yeah, the transfers as it stands at the moment, where are we at? Oh, got myself all confused there. Right, okay, so we go back, nope, there we go. Right, so no players got brought in before the takeover. There were a couple that left, sadly. Stefan Pavlovic, one of our youngsters who didn't really work out, he has gone to Nottingham Forest. He went for 13 million. And even more sadly, for me anyway, because I really like this player on the game, Franco Mastrantuono just didn't fit into that slot. I wanted him as the shadow striker, but he just couldn't nudge Isak to start off with, and Carl Palmer, and then you got João Rego, Anthony Gordon was ahead of him, and a few others. It was just really difficult, so sadly he didn't get the development, and he's gone to Luton, of all teams, for 17.5 million. More players did leave as well after that. Don Meza, our superstar under-21 goalkeeper who lasted that entire season, has gone to Spurs because, again, his development didn't reach his potential. Milestones wise though, I mean, he had a really good career with us. He won the Carabao Cup, he won the Prem, he won the FA Cup and the Community Shield, all in that season that the wheel said I had to start him. So I can't be happier than that, really. He'd done a treble whilst in goal for us, so spot on, absolutely spot on. A few others. Elvis has left the building, he's gone to Luton as well. Tom Dunkley, he's gone to Burnley for 19 million, and Neizinho, another Brazilian, he's gone to Saudi Arabia for 16.5 million. Now, it did bring in a couple of other players for 170 million in total, but one of them was actually a free transfer. Another backup goalkeeper, seeing as Don Meza has gone. Marco Konosecki is a very experienced goalkeeper, he's a very good goalkeeper as well in this game. And he's coming as a backup, so I'm quite happy with that. Alexander Trakov for 75 million. Look at the physicals on this guy. Look at the mentals. For a 22-year-old left back, he is incredible, and I think he'll give Udogie a run for his money this season. For 75 million, I hope he does. And then the last one, another British signing, Ben Gleeson. English signing, before anybody gets offended by that. Another central midfielder, great first touch, tackling, a bit of a ball-winning midfielder, good strength and stamina, box-to-box, ball-winning style sort of player, going up and down the pitch, absolutely spot on. For 95 million, fills the squad out nicely, and that is what the squad is looking like at the moment. Position-wise, let's get that started. Now, this is what I have started the game off as, with Hincapié as the striker. But I'm still slightly undecided, and it may change by the end of the season who it's going to be. It's either going to be Hincapié or Diomande. I haven't quite decided yet. But I'm going to go and simulate this season. The target is the Champions League. We have to win the Champions League to really round off this entire rebuild. Let's go and find out, see what happens. I'll see you guys in a couple of seconds. Come on. Another league title in the bag. On goal difference. Ahead of Man United, my nemesis of last season, for knocking me out in a couple of quarterfinals. And there you have it. We won the league title again. That's 4 Premier League titles in this rebuild. And I'm very happy to say that I think that is a very successful end just on this alone. Especially when you consider the start of the season that we had. We had a horrendous start to the season. If we have a look at, let's have a look at past positions. First, whoa. We started off with a 2-2 draw at Palace and then lost to Spurs. And we just started picking things up again. But we had a rough. Let's have a look at the schedule first and foremost. Oh yeah, that was a bad start to the season. Draw, loss, and then we started picking our form up a little bit. But your eagle-eyed viewers of you will see that at centre-back, little hint there, and also on the home screen, I changed it from Hincapié to Diomande. I had a theory of if we have Diomande, who's a little bit bigger, a little bit bulkier, a little bit stronger, and actually has better heading, he would actually be the better striker. And he's ended up the highest goal scorer, I think, if we have a look at it, at the club. Ferguson, naturally not happy because he only started one game and came on as a substitute 58 times. Still managed to score 19 goals, but he's obviously a player who needs to start from the start. But to win a league title with your centre-back as a striker and not really fiddling around with the set-piece tactics or anything, just letting your set-piece coach go with it. I don't have any special set-piece tactics in there. I'm very, very happy with that. I'll go over the player review views in a second because I want to have a look at the other competitions. I'm eager to find out what has happened. Well, semi-final of the FA Cup by Arsenal, 4th round of Carabao by Wrexham. But the round of 16 by Real Madrid means no European trophy for this rebuild. But still, we have won 10 major titles. So overall, I am still considering that a success. Yes, I would have liked to have won a Champions League trophy or even a Europa League when we started off, but I think we just got too ahead of ourselves and bogged down a little bit with the Champions League football earlier on in the save. So that may have hampered us and our chances of winning it. But overall, I think 4 league titles and 6 major domestic trophies, 10 trophies in all, that's averaging 1 title every season. I am very, very happy with that. Including the fact that the finances are absolutely incredible. No debts or loans. 100% of transfer revenue is made. You've got 180 million transfer budget left. And we have a stacked out coaching department. Way too many to look at, to be fair. But also, if we have a look at the club itself, reputation, training facilities, and youth recruitment, those two especially were not as good at the start, but everything near enough 5-star now, so it's all perfect. Let's have a little look at the players then. So, we've had a few players here who have been with us from near enough the start. If we have a look at Evan Ferguson, his history, yeah, I got him on a free right at the start. If you remember in episode 1, if you watched that, I got to sign the best wonder kid on the game according to current and potential ability, and that was Evan Ferguson on this save. I got to sign him for free, and basically he has been the reincarnation of Alan Shearer and has banged in the goals left, right and centre, even on the season where he wasn't starting, still getting the goals. And if we take off those 6 goals that he got for Brighton, that's 153 goals he scored, league goals that is, for Newcastle in these 10 years. That is incredible. João Rego, again, one of my favourite players on the game. I don't think he's reached his entire potential, but 5 full seasons I'll give it, because he was on loan for a few just to build him up, but Again, average rating all above a 7, assists galore, goals galore. Fantastic player, absolutely fantastic. But when you look into the midfield, Lewis Miley, obviously been with us the entire time, extremely reliable midfielder, and overall fantastic player. 286 games in the league, 33 goals, 37 assists. Over the 10 years, you can't really complain at that at all. Paul Wanner, actually, I will give a shout out because he didn't act. If you watched the last season's episode, he was on loan at Chelsea. He had an optional fee to be bought for 40 odd million. Chelsea never enacted that, and he came back to the club and has actually had a fantastic season. 8 goals, 10 assists, 6 man of matches, 7.24 average rating. Is his best season yet. In fact, I don't even know where he got played. He got played as a shadow striker. And that's where his most natural position is. Because, by the looks of it, Cole Palmer was injured again and didn't start too many, actually, looking at it. He has dropped right off. That is shocking. His contract's running out as well, so he's probably going to leave. Still had a good season, but not amazing. I'd still actually don't think he's still as good as Alexander Isak in that role. But we do have some very, very good players in the squad. If we carry on going through it, some of the other ones like Diamonde. Let's give a special shout out to Diamonde because his physical nature and his heading and all that helped get 15 Premier League goals this season, which is incredible. He played, and now, weirdly enough, he can actually play accomplished as a striker. His finishing's still awful, but hey, he still managed to do it. I'm very impressed with him, and he's another player who's been with us for only 3 seasons, but has helped us immensely. 2 league titles, I think, in those 3 years. That's not too bad at all. There we have it, folks. We are done. 4 Premier League titles, 6 domestic cups, no European trophy, but that is absolutely fine. Newcastle have been rebuilt to be one of the best clubs in the Premier League and one of the best clubs in Europe, and I'd say that is success. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ta-ra.